problem is this soul. For the love of God's Uganda. On the streets the story's right. All the new they shine with bright. Toyota, Nissan, there's so much that we make it down on propaganda. Every papa's got a tell. Feeling try to see the scale. We talk the truth, but that's the brand. For car lovers across the land. For the love of God's Uganda we roll. From dusty road to dreams of patrol. With these teams we break it down. Helping every driver in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of God's Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We bring the love, not just the horsepower. Is it a no or a TX5? We'll show you what's real, not just the hype. Style views and engine moves. We teach you more than just photos. And tools from the basics up. Truck and gear and car and stuff. If you're new or a season vet, for the love of cars you ain't seen nothing yet. It's money, drive it proud. This is more than just machines. It's the love, the life, the dream. Uganda we roll. From dusty road to dreams we patrol. With your steps we break it down. Helping every driver in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of God's Uganda. She don't want me, but I tell her, yes I tell her. Macho nimbo, 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 ninza, aye. 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 Girl, you my number one, Guasoka, Nakugama, Neguyo, Marco, Bagua. I tell you that, but you don't care. You don't give a damn, you don't dare. My number one girl, you rule my world. You took my heart, never ever, but you make me beg. You make me beg. Every time I come over, you make me beg. But why? Why? But why? Macho nimbo, 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 linza, aye. Macho nimbo, 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 linza, aye. Macho nimbo, 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 linza, aye. Sitting on motoka, sitting on kabanja, sitting on bling, jagala kuwa some love. Give me some love, be my better half. I promise I will never let you down, my girl. Jewelry, dollar bills, many things don't mean nothing. For as long as you got my heart, yeah. Naye lwachongamba koma woluli sikumanyi bulungi nkyakwetegereza. I say yes, I say no, I say baby let's take it slow. You are my number one girl, you rule my world, girl. You took my heart, never give back, but you make me beg, girl. You make me beg, girl. Every time I come over, you make me beg. But why? But why? Macho nimbo, 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 macho nimbo, macho nimbo, macho nimbo, macho nimbo, 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 linza. Girl, I love you, but you never ever take what I say. See, I need you. But you do what you do ever again. You rock my world, it goes around, around and round and round and round. I love you so, I need you so, I never leave you so. Girl, I tell you this every day, every night, that I really feel you again deny. Give us a chance, you and I, you and I, you and I. Give us a chance, you and I, you and I, you and I. Rachonima, 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 some love and be my better half. I promise I will never let you down, my girl. Nothing gonna last for long. Time does not wait. Okay, man. Okay, man. Tasha, bring it up now. Tell them they want it to say me, you know. Yeah. Listen. I'm a song again that I could night. Them who's a could fall out tonight. Now see the tongue and in the ripple. You're gonna see the motel and put chicken tonight. Appetite, satisfy. Girl, give me chance, I'll know your mind. Say, Wola Saba, show you ya.
Excuse me, posing that lava when manana, when jaka, niweraga, twala bada, twagoa. I need a man who can love me. Love to say no. Mugande wale chezi toa, wasawa Maria to top flow. Mugande wale chezi toa, no matter what you ask, don't let her go. Mugande wale chezi toa, na wademu bagala ina do. Mugande wale chezi toa, it's not the way. Give me what I need, give me what you need, boy, kuwe. Now possess service, take my body, my looks, liquid type them with fire.
Girl, you got me feeling hot on some that's I'm feeling kinda. It ain't go to all of us in 4 weeks, calling us at them with you. Baluga, bagala extra man, bagala musikila, was setting it play your mind. But you got a new one, but so we like them up across the pena. I'm in a Ghana. Mugande wale chezi toa, wasawa Maria to top flow. Mugande wale chezi toa, no matter what you ask, don't let her go. Mugande wale chezi toa, na wademu bagala ina do. Better stay the artisan and go mutala a shopping a wamala. Now waving a finish line bye a stepping up. Better stay the artisan and go mutala a shopping a wamala. Now waving a finish line bye a stepping up. That's why the girl think that she said. She give us that guy, you know. No, you tell her this. Tell her they wanted to tell me. Mugambe wale chezi toa, wasawa Harriet to the flow. Mugambe wale chezi toa, no matter what she asks, don't let her go. Yeah. Hey, one more time. Mugaga, yeah. Mugambe wale chezi toa, no matter what she asks, don't let I go, Fera artisan and go to Mutala, I stopping up. No, she went away. And she steps away.
It's not the way.
Fera stay the artisan and go to Mutala, I stopping up. No, she went away. And she steps away. We know the girl should tell you that, you know, she walks away, you know, she goes. That's why she say every time. But tell her they want it is heavy. Okay, man. Tasha, good morning, my people. How you doing today? I am sleepy. I am very sleepy. But how are you? Kaswe muri bulungi. I'm also okay. We have the past 2 days we did 5 inspections that I've not yet talked about, that I want to talk about today. So I'm going to be sharing. There are three inspection reports that I published yesterday. The other 2 cars, I don't have. The one was not yet completed. Then the other one I wasn't able to take pictures because I was busy and the gentleman drove Nagenda, so I could not take pictures. The one that we did not take pictures was the Wish. But Kansokemba Buzeko, Richard Luanga, good morning. Fahad Lubuka, good morning. Morris Atoms, good morning. Stephen Omoria, good morning. Yusuf Minaj, good morning. Lawrence Omule, good morning. Agaba, Brigitte Kakai, Mugambe, good morning. Arthur, sorry about your project car. It's okay, man. It is will be sent a big gua. Just that I had to go on TikTok and get some traction, you know. I was really furious, by the way, yesterday morning. It's just that YouTube, you people corporates, I treat you corporate. Niye abantu boku TikTok bagala nnyo ebyononese. Temulaba bwe banku comment zikubanze. The TikTok people like things that are spoiled. Oh, those people, I don't even know. Starch Events, good morning. Good morning, Starch Events. Elias, good morning. Buyenga Ivan, good morning. Nima, good morning. Mukisa Emma Kafero, good morning. Max Suna, good morning. Kato Muhammad, good morning. I hope you guys slept well. I slept little, but I am okay. I am okay. I have a very bad habit of wanting to wash my car myself, and that's one of the things that makes me sleep late. Yeah, but it's okay. The jam these days is uncontrollable. Yeah, the jam these days is uncontrollable, but okay. So guys, on yesterday was Wednesday. On Tuesday, we inspected for 3 people. One was a Wish. I wasn't able to take pictures of the Wish, but it's a Wish, good Wish there. We bought it at 33 million shillings. You see why I say ogure moroka Wish no jigura 30 million in Ankade? It's not a very good thing. I know what I'm saying because we bought a Wish at 33 million shillings. There was also one that we saw at 36, which was Masape Nyonge, Mara Yonyo, Yari Asatu Mokaga, Netulemeriro Korachi. But the gentleman that we bought the car with came with a friend, and for him he was a little bit undecided. Initially he wanted to buy a Harrier Kaundo 35 million shillings, which is a used car. So when I met them, I had forgotten. Sometimes guys, you'll forgive me when I forget the car we are looking for, especially when we have not been engaging a lot on the same. So when I met them, I had forgotten what car they wanted. I thought it was a Noah. I think I mistook that gentleman with the person that bought the Noah yesterday. And he told me, you know what, I thought of buying a Harrier Kaundo at 35 million shillings. I also thought of the Noah, but I don't like the Noah. And then I remembered what our conversation was about. Nima project kange omusajja wa gadi yajikulubudde oluggi lwa passenger. So I have to respray the door. And the paint for that car is expensive since I take a cut cheap paint. So that's, for me, that was my complaint. If that guy did not have a guard, it would be easy. But the guards are terrible. So anyway, in our discussion, the good thing is even the friend had already told the gentleman, you know what, it's better for you to buy a car from the bond instead of buying a Harrier, however big it is, however prestigious it is. If the amount you're buying the Harrier can get you a car in the bond, if it's not a must for you to buy a Harrier, it's better for you to go to the bond. I told him the same thing. 35 million shillings, so we could get a Fielder, we could get a Wish. You could actually get a Subaru Impreza. I think he could also get the Subaru Forester, which was also something that he wanted. Subaru Foresters are being sold at 37 in some bonds, 2010 models. So I told him it's better for us it's better for us to buy a car from the bond. And now it was a tie between the Wish and the Fielder. And I told him I would recommend that he buys the Wish, because the Wish is much more comfortable. It definitely looks better, and it gives you more space for when your family expands. So what we did is we went to the first bond, Ngateina Wish na Fielder. So I said, let's go to a place that has both the Fielder and the Wish, so that he sits in both cars, looks at both cars at the same time. And indeed, when we went to the bond that had both the Wish and the Fielder, he picked the Wish, which is in agreement with me, because one, the Wish is much more comfortable. It looks better both inside and outside. Yeah. So we decided on the Wish, and that I think that's a place that had the Wish of 36 that was really, really, really nice. Yeah. Ngeina masape, it's a super. Omanyi Wishes onazo, they have trim levels. Kati jebaita super is the higher trim that these guys are bringing. Ebida erianda lyayo libali ya black, limamu ekintu kya black, area ordinary libali ya white. Then the super also has a bit of additions in the interior, but this one wasn't just a super, it had also aftermarket things on the interior. No, Uganda, you don't sue. In Uganda, when someone refuses to pay you, you just go on. The money you'll spend suing. I don't even know who did it. The car is in the parking. So parking out office. So I'm thinking someone was parking. I tell you, remember, the guard adds an extra layer of whatever you guys add on the guard. So that thing, it's very easy. So we looked at that Wish. It was really nice. And then we went on to look at other Wishes. I think we looked at about 5 options of the Wish. Yeah, we looked at about 5 options of the Wish. And eventually, there are some options that are cheap. You know, you could look at a Wish, 30. One of the Wishes we looked at had a leakage on the gearbox. Then there were like 2 other options that were rusted at the bottom. Now guys, I'd like to tell you this. If you can avoid buying a car that has rust at the bottom, ku chassis oba ku frame oba ku parts eza wansi chiwawatiro, my God, did you guys see that accident? My God, I don't know what happened to the border, but the chick who was a passenger fell off, rolled in the road, and the border guy has gone. The border guy has gone. My God, the border guy has disappeared. The border guy has disappeared. Mukazi what? She's going to be traumatized. How did she fall off? You know, she fell off the border and rolled like 3 times. And she ended in front of a Prado. Kachitegeza, if the Prado was speeding, ibadde esobola omulinnya. That was a serious thing. What border yadduse agenze? I think she wasn't paying attention. Guys, when you sit on a border, grip, have a firm grip on the border so that you don't, and then keep your eye out to see whatever could. My God. Anyway, but then Chabanyumiza Wish. So we guys, don't buy cars that have rust at all. Rust spreads. Never chiranji black. So we ended up seeing this Wish. But these guys were very good at bargaining. They went to the office, bargained, and eventually they bought it at 33 million shillings. And then at the same time, like I said, guys, I put a second person on the Wish gentleman because the Wish gentleman had cancelled like 2 times. And when you cancel, I don't know what to think, whether you'll come or not. So the other gentleman came, the one that bought the Rumion, because the Rumion was also bought on that very day. And the Rumion, if you look at the inspection report, we saw one Rumion. We had other options. We had other options that we could have looked at. But this Rumion
I find that it was a much better offer than all those, because most of the Rumions that we were given were UBN, UBL, Ngate. Those guys are also saying 28, 27, 28, 27. And then for me, when I get pictures from brokers, I normally know. I look at the pictures and I know what amount of work might be needed to put in the car. And then also this car was newer. UBQ, we have UBQ, RS, because after Q we had R and S wasn't completed before we went to the digital number plate. You get? So Q was also still okay, but when I looked at this Rumion, it was not driven as much as all the other cars we would have gotten. Why? You see, some of these cars come with winter tires, and this car had winter tires that were still intact. What I mean is that the tires were not driven that much. So bwogula emmoroka nga winter tires badde tezigizenyo, kitegeeza it wasn't driven that much. I even looked at the mileage. So apparently from the first service, the person that bought that car had driven it about I think about 100 to 500 kilometers. Yeah, from the time they had got it from the bond. I think it's a case of someone gets a car on credit, they fail to pay on time, and it's pulled. It's taken by the seller. You get? So I think that's what happened with that car. So it was nice, nothing to repair, suspension, nothing at all to work on. Yeah. So yesterday, it's the car that I told you omwami bwe yavuze mu kukubo eria ebinye nakawuka emoroka neeta engine check. I checked it yesterday. It looks to be a loose connection. I cleared the errors. They didn't come back. Now if they come back, we have to look at either a socket that was unplugged or something. So I did not get a phone call from him again. Means with the Rumion. Now the actual price, if you look at the inspection report, those cars will be between 25 to 30. Yeah, but we bought it at 30.2. Sorry guys, network keeps taking me off. So sorry guys, network keeps taking me off. Let's wait for it to stabilize. But Henry Modern, just good morning. Akampa Alan, morning. Why didn't you advise the Harrier buyer of 82 million to go buy a brand new Toyota of 70 million? The brand new Toyota of 70 is going to be a small car. The buyer of the Harrier wanted a big car. Save some car money, yet she is in a new car first. Wanted a big car. There are people that want big cars. There are people that want. People have preferences. Yeah, like you cannot tell someone that wants to buy a Harrier to go and buy a Starlet. You get? It doesn't make sense. They clearly want a big car. Also, because when this person called me, she clearly wanted a jam is coming from. Teyongereko wali maaso tulabuba tukyuka tuddeyo gye tuva. Arthur, I now concur with you. Electric is the way to go. We have more spiral borders in China. They ride more e-bikes. It saves fuel and mechanical maintenance costs, and also they save the environment. So guys, tubaye twogera ku motoka ki? Batwogera ku Rumion, eh? So that one, we saw one option. There are times where I would actually advise not to actually keep moving around, because you're going to keep, like, I think I've told you guys time and again, ekirungi bw'okiraba moving again. Yebale baba kyekiganye etambula neyanza. So guys, I was saying, when we go to buy cars, sometimes you find a car that is really good and moving around is going to be like you're going to move around simply because you want to move around. You'll be moving around because you want to move around and see if there is something better out there. But when you find something that is good. Now, the other thing that I've realized with most of the cars that will go more than 2 years on the road, it so happens that most of these cars obusanyi baba babudda, but babamu ne reprogramming kyekizibu ekitera okubeerawo, era ebiseera ebisinga emmoroka ebayisaana okugula nga sente ddala tolina nga tojja kusobola kuzifuna, okitegeera. But once you find a good car, even the time it has moved on Ugandan roads is not as much. I find that it would be a very good thing, not amala nnyo budde ng'okola ng'otambula. So that we bought the Rumion, we bought the Wish, and then the Rumion we proceeded for service and a bunch of other things that we had done. Yesterday I saw bagitaddemu Android radio, ne bateekamu alarm, and yeah. So guys, enteekamu yange ya alarm yanjawulomu. Enteekamu yange ya alarm yanjawulomu. I've just realized it's one thing putting an alarm because you have put an alarm, and it's another thing putting an alarm that is an alarm. Mbakubiremu ko alarm yange yemoroke yange. Oye alarm gye bayita alarm. Wulira. Ojiwulidde alarm. Marco, wulidde alarm. Enteekamu ya alarm. You see, when someone tells you alarm they are installing an alarm, and they are installing an alarm at 150. Chibatagamba, they are installing an alarm for the sake of installing, so that you think you have an alarm. This alarm here, nange nyini yenkanga. But I want you to imagine a thief that comes to tap my car. But when you install an alarm, go mubbi babwet na anonya waji disconnecting and they take their time, chiba kijja kusumbuwamu. But sometimes when I find that you guys have found a cheaper installer, mbasagala ebiseera ebisinga kulemesa kuteekayo a cheaper one. But my alarms are expensive because of what is involved in installing the alarms. Arthur, why do you always advise people buying the Mercedes cars to buy petrol version, not the diesel ones? One, especially with the GLEs, the Formatics, yeah, the models that now you guys are going to buy from the bond, I advise you guys to buy petrol because diesel is high maintenance. Yeah, talk to any mechanic, they'll tell you diesel is high maintenance, and most of you guys that are buying a Mercedes-Benz, you're not buying a Mercedes-Benz you're going to drive for long distances. Diesel, first of all, diesel vehicles are recommended for people that drive long distances. That emoroka diesel yetaaga nebuguma at constant speeds for a long period of time. Yeah. However, if you're buying that car and you buy a diesel, now you're going to drive from Chanja to town and back to Chanja. One, the engine is not doing what it was meant to do, and also two, those cars themselves, most of those cars, the newer models will come with AdBlue technology. Yeah, it's a good technology, but it's something that most of us as Ugandans will take for granted and live for. I'll give you an example. The lady that bought the Harrier yesterday almost liked the CHR, almost like the Harrier hybrid. But I explained to this lady that, you know what, this car is going to be very delicate. One, you're going to be driving this car AC full time. The windows have to be up all the time. I also had the alarm from here. You were supposed to hear it. So one, it's going to be high maintenance. The hybrid, tebamalaga joza. And the thing with the hybrid, the Harrier hybrid, the vents for the battery cooling system, the vents ziyitawo n'abantu bwe balinnyira ku bigeeti ziringa ezeno olaba eno eyange ogiraba, the AC vents are up but still olaba waliyo oludust olutonotono. Kati you imagine you imagine nga You imagine the vents are down wali abantu we balinnya okitegeera, and it's one of the reasons why the fielders are disturbing a lot. Of course the fielders and the aquas, it's also partly because people bagula emmoroka ezo nga tebamanyi how to, the best way to keep them nga tezify. So anyway, I recommend that you guys buy Mercedes-Benz Petrol because you're not going to be driving them for long distances. Atene AdBlue atawanyu olumu etuuka emmoroka enywa AdBlue mungi okitegeera, olumu netuuka service ya diesel yonga yo ya base ejja kusumbua. That's why I'm going to I'll definitely recommend that you buy a petrol one, yeah. Namuko efe ebintu naye ate it's better nebanga efa parts naye nga yo ng'emmoroka nga tegenda kusuubwa. So nemunezile emmoroka endala zonna, if you're not the kind of person that drives long distances, I'll definitely recommend you buy petrol. Not just because of that. CHR is a very delicate one. No, CHR and my Prius are literally the same car. But most Ugandans don't know how to treat hybrids. That's the thing. The hybrids newe boleze moroka wali very important. Omuntu ajja kujoze moroka nga tamanya hybrid egende etwale moisture manda. Bwetwala moisture manda ekyo nakyo kitandikirawo. Arthur, how come you rarely talk about the Suzuki Ekudo? Is it a bad buy or high fuel economy? I don't think it's high fuel economy. I actually think the Suzuki Escudos are very good on fuel. It's just that every time you buy a car and there are about 5 garages in Kampala that can work on that car effectively, then it's going to be a problem for you. It's important if the infrastructure expands and our mechanics are able to work on those cars, then no problem. Suzuki's are very good cars, yeah? But the thing is, Suzuki, just think to yourself, how many garages are saying they are experts in Suzuki? I think at Sao Paulo there are about 3 garages. That's where I know. 3 garages at Sao Paulo that know how to fix, that are experts in Suzuki. But how many garages do you know that say they are experts at Toyota? You get, and majority of the time when you find someone that wants to buy Suzuki Escudo, it's because of budget. So why are you buying a car because of budget if it's in the end also going to disturb you in terms of budget? Yeah, so I and also there are so few people that have Suzuki Escudos, yeah. So I think that's where the questions don't come. Kapichako mukajukira kameti kaliwo eboda yafe yasoke Kampala. So we bought the Rumion. Do I think we bought proper? Yes, I think we did buy. I did suggest that we go to the bond and borrow a Rumion, but still, because the Rumion cash money bajitunda 33, they'll be selling it to us at 35. I did recommend to the person that bought this Rumion, why don't we go to the bond? Nayenga tebagala to stretch a lot. They don't want to stretch a lot. But also with this Rumion that we bought, ebintu ebimu byabadde already bikole. Okuwanika nga kukole nenga ate bwogula emmoroka eri mu bond ate olina okuwanika okitegeera ate ng'era the chances of finding a Rumion that would have tires zigenda otambula at the period of time that these tires zitwasanze kuno zigenda otambula wadde they are winter tires, it's also a little bit complicated. So that's how we bought that car. Now I'm going to repeat this, guys. If you have 25 million and above, I'd recommend ogene mu bondi bakuwole. Like I said, I'll share my own story when the time is right on that take nga kiri personal, and so that you know why I actually recommend that, but I highly recommend it. Bwoba osobola okwewola emmoroka mu bondi naddala nga olina million 25 okwambuka waggulu, genda ejewole. If you have 24 and below, then very okay, you can look for naye ate waliwo era emmoroka 24 and below nga si just recommending nga zigula okitegeera. So anyway, we bought the Rumion, and then there is a lady that came to me after lunch tunoonye Subaru Impreza, and we did look for the Subaru Imprezas. We looked at about let me see, we looked at 5 options of the Subaru Impreza. Now I don't have an inspection report for that. I don't have an inspection report for the Wish because I did not take pictures of the Wish, so there was no point of publishing the report. And then the Impreza, I'm still going to call the lady to see if they went back to buy the Impreza. Now the story of the Impreza goes, the first Impreza we saw wasn't impressive. Then we it was a 2005-2006 model. Then we saw another 2005-2006 model that was really nice. She really liked it. The lady liked dark colors. Thank you, Mosei, for recommending me to your daughter. She really liked dark colors. Na ye moroke yongine chizimu mu gearbox. Of course, the machine reported it, but I needed to drive and sing. Moroka temala ayo nga terina maanyi at all. Nga nebo jivuga mu manual, because you see those Subaru gearboxes, especially if you find one that has the manual mode, it's supposed to give you up to 7 gears. Na imoro keringa it ends at gear number 4. Atena yone nga tejiwa manyi. You see a 4-speed gearbox, for example, should be able to give you maximum torque, and okay, let's say it should be able to give you maximum speed when you reach gear number 4, but it wasn't doing that. And I think the seller knew it. And that's why they were selling. Guys, you need to inspect those cars. Other guys, I highly recommend you go with someone that understands these cars. I'll give you another example. Yesterday, as we were inspecting the Harriers, there is a Harrier that we left nga a pipira a rust wansi, but someone was paying for it. I think it is with someone to inspect. Now, I'm not downplaying any person, but there are people. You see, when we were looking at the Noah, I'm going to tell you, we were looking at the Noah, and what surprised me is how people inspect cars. For some people, as long as the car starts, they are okay. Some people don't even know what technology of cars they are buying. Someone came to buy a Noah yesterday, 2012 model Noah, and they were looking for, you see, the throttles of a long time ago, the throttles on like the Corolla na Mokade, zali za cable. Ngaboli nyeno kumuliro nge cable eri etambula. Nekati the throttles ezen emoroka zennaku zino zine empya. Siza cable. Therefore tukaita kagere za kagere. It's electronic. Kati omuntu ajjo kebera nuwe yo 2012, 2010. Ngatamanyi na kumanya nti moroka yo ya kagere. Ngali mukunoonya cable asobolo okuthrottlinga. Okitegeera omuntu ng'akebera emmoroka nga tamanyi mmoroka erina yingini mbi ye kasita etokota ng'atandika onegotiatinga. You see, the reason why, guys, I charge you a high fee. Yesterday I was negotiating with someone and he was saying, Arthur, let me give you 400,000 flat. And I told him, you know what, I would really love to work for the 400, but if you can't top up the 50k, I'm going to have to decline working for you. Why? Sagala nzije olw'okumpadde emitwalo 4 nkole nga mpapa nveewo. Normally when we buy a car, I want to be there until the process is done. I want to actually see you off. I want to see you off. Yesterday I left town at 10 p.m. Between 9:30 and 10 p.m. I got home, so Mama Abani yaze nanga me, I'm actually thinking you have a woman. Siti ati kati ebibivaawo nakamba kati naku zino gye wakasa mukaga ne mugamba abaana tebakyasoma, so kati nange bakasoma abange mbawo obudde obumala. You know, normally when I have to pick my kids from school, the mechanic I work with, I normally leave the mechanic with the people that I bought cars with. But now it doesn't make sense for me to simply leave my customers bwe mbanga sina kyengenda kukola kimpapya. Munange amabani yabingambye awo ne mutunudde nti ne mugamba kakati what is this about? So I can tell you some women have their concerns there. So you men that go back home late, you'll be there nga tomanyi nti n'omukazi akulowoozaako ebyo. Kati ne ngamba kati bwe mba nyina omukazi omulamba sigenda kudda buzzi kuba mba nyina okugaba ennaku. Monday wano, Tuesday wano, Monday wano, Tuesday. You know me, I grew up with my auntie and the husband had days. Era nga tumanyi daddy agenda kujja ku Monday n'olwokusatu n'olwokutaano. And these are true stories. Nga tukimanyi Monday, Wednesday n'olwokutaano nga lwasuleyo ngera tukimanyi. So for the people that don't know how things work, I'd like to inform them that's how things work. Tugaba ennaku ku Monday ensula wooli, ku Lwokubiri nzijawo, ku Lwokusatu n'ensula ewooli, ku Lwokuna n'enzijewo, ku Lwokutaano n'ensula ewooli, kati mama Abani ali mu kugamba mbu ame bad influence. Arthur omukyala talaba broadcast ne kakati mwali mu motoka era ayogera obutonotono wano nga bwakanula amaaso. Nze nabagamba agenda okunkolako olugambo. Olugambo ndukola ndekolako gendo kola olugambo gawo. Giving days. Don't ruin your life with women if you wanna be at peace. Sembatia, you a coward. Sembatia mama banangai mwa me bad influence. Kasembatia coward. Bade abasajja abawasanga abakazi basatu abawenda ku biri 2 days. Arthur oba olinachi azawi cho nga Kasuku. Kasuku aina azawi. Even me too, I was confused when I was buying my Ranex. Yakagere, and I had never seen a car without a cable. So anyway, guys, regardless of what car you're going to buy, never going to go to million is Saturday, because when you're going to buy a car of like 5 million, it might not make sense for you to pay Arthur 450,000 shillings. So what you do, get a mechanic, mweye mitwaro kumi, mugenda kebere moroka. Ochitegeera imodoka ezara isi, get someone umweye mitwaro 10 agenda agikebere. The ones that don't make sense. I see there are obvious things that people miss. That and I also figure, especially people that are buying their first cars, there are things that disturb you. Nga wakagule moroka. Nenga if you had someone like an Arthur, nze kati Arthur njagala mbere gamba n'oguwombye moroka. Buchintu ekuchikusumbwa nga tona bachisamu sente nkubirako. Like for the people that have inspected for, you get anything nga chikusumbua, I work on it quickly. Mangu. Imoroka nze inspecting. And I keep telling people, in case of anything, the people that have inspected with me, I will tell you in case of anything kwendi kusimu. Era don't call anyone nga tonaba kunkubira, because ebintu ebimu bigwanga ate ebintu ebimu I realize, especially for people that are first time car buyers, we panic. Even me, I used to panic. You panic nga ate ekintu kyo panicking that kiri very simple. Okitegeera After yesterday where you geza ante moroka yo tell because, and I think she had you, and that may be somehow confirmed her suspecting ideas. Mama Abani akimanyi bibebi biberayo. Mama Abani alina kandaze ku macha. Kadde kambadde empale ya bbulu. Lwakuba ndagala eti tumala kayitako n'aliyawo kansonga ninga kati ondagira kingo ondagala eti. Ndabire mu side mirror. Alina kunnengeza nga tunatuuka n'entunula nti neneetegereza. Tell mwannyinaze Mama Abani nti omushaija taba womwe. Omushaija taba womwe. Omusaiza taba womwe. Mama Abani, it's okay, achitegedde ekyo. I think nze naga Mama Abani yanga kastamu benzi ki kastamu waka box na yaka box kagulikako kibinga basawa abaganda agamba nti no gendo leete embuzi ya papo abakiremya ne tujja mugire ekyo kimahindira kasana kyo ki SUV. Arthur, Mama Abani olaba yogedde omanya kyasuseemu. Though I have seen her. Have you seen her? I'm not a coward. I'm 40, but 16 years in marriage. Naye bamaama abo are the worst at fighting peace. Are you sure? Akulanyisa paka emirembe bwe gikuggwako. On my return, I will contact you for an update. Country home machine. Okay. Musemba tarachi wa wasa at 24. Arthur tola shahada ofuke haji. By the way, guys, ofuka haji is one of the options for you people that want to marry four wives. But Arthur, let Madam say hello to us, please. Mumuleke, mujja kola olugambo. Mumuleke. Kabeereyo mukamoli eyo. Arthur, Primosi Light ina engine size ki waliwo 18 ne 15. There are two. Buy a 1.8 if you can. So anyway, guys, tukomye ku Rumioni. Go twaguze moroka bili. Twaguze kawundo. Like I told you guys, I had two inspections because of work kawunde moroka yabadde mu jemanyi. Now you see the kawundo that I've put on that I've posted. That car on other bonds are selling it at 90 million, 110 million. At least that's their asking price. Kati omuntu bwagamba 110 million ajja kwagala akome 100 million over 98 over 95 there. So when this car was sent to me and the person said I'm selling it 86, yeah, because I was talking to this lady and she said, Arthur, I want to buy like a 2007 Harrier. And initially I thought the 2007 Harrier should be like 75, 70. When I called the bonds, everyone was telling me a 2016 is 85. So a 2017 is about 95. You get it? So yesterday before we concluded on that car, I called a bunch of people and they were all telling me 110, 100 million, 105. Right? The car we bought is a 2008 model premium, a Uganda premium, and we bought it at 82 million shillings. From my knowledge, with the 2008 model, that's the best offer we could have gotten, and it was clean. It was really clean. And that is about 2014, and surprisingly 2014 was more expensive than 2018, I think, because of environmental levy. Which take it, right? That's why I got to shahada. Guys, double tap the screen because you're 64. We have only 29 likes. Thank you, Ronald, for reminding them. So anyway, we had already started looking at Noah's, and then we went to look at the Harrier. There was an option of buying the I hadn't so Morocco chiraba we twaguze wabaddewo Harrier satu. There was a Lexus, the 450h. There was a Lexus eyo ya milioni batugaye milioni 15. Then there was also a small Lexus which was like 95, the one that looks like a CHR. And then the three Harriers. One of the Harriers was a hybrid. She actually liked the hybrid idea, but when I told her how careful she has to be with the car, she decided not to buy the hybrid. Now guys, the people that are going to buy hybrids, you need to actually be careful. If bobo yagale moroke yo jiwangaza ira bafene nganjagala fenenze mukama katonda wanga I like jaka fruit. Sometimes we be moving with Mama Aban ayinengeri jawomerwa enkoko kanze bwe mpomeri wa fenenze n'enkoko sikyajaga ennaku zino njagala nnyo akatogo. Some people like chicken, me I like katogo and fene. Kati fene tumuyitako yenna mpulira bubi. So we now that the Harrier, those Harriers have features like of course they have cruise control features inonze evidence sikwata bintu ebyo. Omukyala nampa nenjikolako review. Nja musaba njikoleko review on the day tuginona. Actually on the day tuginona nja musaba njikoleko review. It should be a nice thing for me to do a review. Now, one of the things that stand out about that Harrier is that it doesn't have the normal grills you have. It's one of the reasons why I liked it. It has an aftermarket grill. Now, the aftermarket grill gives us the advantage of grill tebagenda kujibba. Ochitegeera, eyo grill eriko, it's a combination of fiber and plastic. Kitegeeza basobola ogikubamu rivets bulungi. Nebedanga tevaako tetwalibwa. It's one of the things that I liked about that car. Tugenda kubona abona ateka tugenda lookinga tutya ka grill ka Harrier. Two, it has a unique body. Nti yanjawulo munda. It had a power boot. Mumanye emmotoka ezina power boot onyiga pesa wano boot ne yeggula. Some of the people that have either 2016 or 2017 are buying a power boot. The power boot also opens on the remote. There is a newer that we bought in a power boot. We bought that new, I think 42 million shillings. Nga So it has a unique body nga bwogiraba. It's not like literally all the Kawundos. Unique body, power boot. That's an added advantage. Indala zonna zonna nga bwe zabadde na power boot. Now the disadvantage of the power boot is if you force the boot, then obubomba nga bufa. Ate obubomba bwa mitwalo nga 7 obubomba bwe power boot weeyo buli mitwalo nga 7. Kiki muzeeyi lwaki totereera? Ngenda yita ku Sapporo eno njagala kugula mazzi ga ku office ago. Sorry guys, the audio went off there, but we are back. And then of course it had a very good engine, very clean undercar. Now the thing it has been that normally when you find a car that is cheaper than many places, like for example we bought that Harrier at 80 when other people are selling it 82, when other people are selling it 90, 95, you'll find that it has rust issues majority of the time. But this was surprisingly a clean piece. The same thing happened with the newer that we bought. So I think I should do a video of that Harrier nga tugenza okuginona. But we also got offers ezabaddeko like okuddamu tutungira ka steering, kuliko obuntu of course obati bwajjirako, because emmoroka ngeeyo bw'ebeera mu layisi kitegeeza n'oli aba yagigula layisi, okitegeera okugireeta aba naye yagigula layisi, especially when they buy the premium models. Kati ngeeyo premium trims ebeera yanjawulomu. So but for the guys that have not yet seen the pictures, you can go. I posted them at around 1 a.m. before I went to bed. Yeah, Kazoba checherewa njagala yita ku Sapporo ngule mineral water for the office. And then after we did that, we went to look at Noah's. We looked at about 7 options, about the 7 I think. We twasose twalabye options abadde nga 4 eza Noah. And now the gentleman called me and he said he wanted to buy a Noah SI 4-wheel drive, yeah, but he wanted to buy it at 37 million shillings. Now 37 million shillings, the day before, which was Tuesday, when we were moving around in Bonds, I had seen 3 SI Noahs and they were all priced at 37. Naye bantu mwe mugule emmotoka twavaayo kwolwo lwennyini ne bazigula zonna 3 SI. Now guys, let me just be honest with you. The Noah SI and these other trims, one of the biggest differences is the suspension, of which suspension eyo bweneefa n'ogikanika, chances are high it's going to go back to default because your mechanic might not bring the original SI shock absorbers, for example. So a demo default settings. So if you can get another trim like the Noah X or the Noah S, nga ina features ennungi eziringeza SI, definitely go ahead and buy it. So we looked at those and there was no wetwasose wabaddewo Noah nga 4, there was no SI. Okay, there was kampite mukana akakubo mwani mukayisemuko nga tuli ku live. There was no Noah SI, but we wanted the Noah SI. Kati ate zonga za rais. We saw an SI yabaddawo naye nga engine yayo si nnungi. Now I also talked to the gentleman to not buy a 4-wheel drive car. In Uganda, we don't need 4-wheel drive. And I've also seen, normally when people are buying 4-wheel drive cars, they'll say, ewafe waseerera. And I will always ask people, kyogamba tulabanga emmotoka ya 4-wheel ng'eremeddewo awe waseerera. Era they always tell you nalinda beke ya 4-wheel ng'eremeddewo. Normally, most of the time it's the skill of the driver that will maneuver. In Uganda, I've not seen places where you need 4-wheel drive full time. Okujjako ng'abo abagenda mu game parks, nti game park ekkubo lyayo, it's really terrible. Ate nabo balaba they don't buy the normal 4-wheel drives eza Noah. Bagula 4-wheel drives eza hard top. Okitegeera, they take Land Cruisers because ezijja okusobola okukola ebintu. Okitegeera. So anyway, awo ne tuvaawo, went to another place. Eyo SI gye twaguze we yabadde. And the thing is, I think all traders babirayo ne moroka yaabwe nga bagiraga buli omu gwe bojjanga sente zoyogera nti ziri wansi tebagibwalaga. So they were not showing us that car, they were showing us others, the X's, the chi nga mulimu nembatize. Guys, ezo moroka muziraba bazibatiza. Kola byenjagala bano emmoroka ezo muziraba bazibatiza. You will find that emmoroka yajja Nuwa X, but because these guys know that mwe musoma busomi kagambo kali akali ku boot SI and you are convinced that it's SI, bokati babatiza emmoroka eyo ne bagiteekako akagambo SI ne babanga bakumaze. Kale kamala okugula amazzi.
Okay, man, DJ. Money for the sound and for the sound. Select up, yes. On the door. Ding, 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 baby girl. Yeah, ding, 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 you're so forever. When I'm all up to go, I'm gonna let you get it. I gotta say it. You want to watch up on our couple, it's a little somebody. You're going to watch it. Where need to let when they're gonna go when dinner, cut it out on one on the set to the Mama, I'm neck out. How you see? Then we'll see what now you go get to one, yeah. I gotta say it.
Yeah, so guys, when we saw that Nuwa, then we went to also look at other options, and I don't know why brokers keep lying. Someone will lie to you. Come, we have a Nuwa here at 37, yeah, the SI. You look at it and you reach the actual seller and they are selling it for 10 million shillings. It happened to us yesterday. And I think the brokers take their chances. They take a jet rabi. Bwabanga zina sente nga ziweramu, then they will buy. Bwaba zina nga atazina nga teziwera, then atumubanji. That's normally the chance they take. And that's the thing that normally I don't want you guys to face. That's why I tell you, sente ezo tezigula moroke ezigule na atoyinza no saving amoka sente. Sometimes it's just easier for you to buy a smaller car. Then nuwezo 4-wheel drive ateba ziseera nnyo simanyi lwaki. They sell the they kusera the 4-wheel drives. Guys, you know basibula. I have 2 people that have been calling me constantly, yeah, and I've not been answering. Okay, my phone literally doesn't. Guys, if you ever call me in the morning, Monday to Friday, and either my phone is not off, is not on, or it's not going through, it's because I've switched it off to do the broadcast. Yeah, I need you to be able to bear with me, guys. It's just that I've switched off my phone because I need to be on the broadcast. I think I have a solution for that. I'm going to work on the solution so that you can still call me. My phone goes through. I park aside like it's allowed legally, and then talk to you. Mr. Komita UGVIP, good morning. How are you today? Watermelon. James Senga tedi watermelon. Ne watermelon njagala. Ono mukazi uno wa watermelon yenze kati sawe no modu ya fene. Modu ya fene ndaba watermelon. Fene uno tana musala. Then you guys don't know. Jackfruit is something else. So, why did we buy that Noah? It's special. I'm sure, guys, if you look at that car, you will acknowledge that it's actually special. It's the SI. It's 2-wheel drive, but it is special. Sometimes when we are buying a car, I will encourage you to buy a car because I'm looking at the resale value in the future. You don't want to buy a car, especially if you're buying a car that people like. You don't want to buy a car that will look ordinary 3 years from now. You want to buy a car that is going to be different when you're selling 3 years from now, because 3 years from now, everyone is going to have a Noah that looks like an ordinary Noah. You want to have a car that has a bit of extras that will be motivation for someone to buy that car from you at a higher price than the average price in the market. So regardless of other things, because most of these cars have the same price range, it doesn't matter where you go. Ngojeko bondi ezisere zitunda nuwezo milioni ana okitegeera ana mu bbiri. Of course kati ezimu nazo zibeera special. Kati nga bwe mbagambye we bought tulina nuwa gye twagulanga ena ne power boot. Nuwa ze zina power boot nazo ntono okulabika okitegeera. And at a certain time I am almost encouraging people to start buying Alphards from the bond. Because I tell the newer models when I want to waliwo akantu akakuba emmoroka akagulumu nkayiseeko mulaba otunanga kani tuuta otumotoka otulabye to Spark that obaka Suzuki. So that car is special both inside and outside. Majority of Noahs don't come with a manual mode that even gives you the paddle shifters. It has it. Wetwaguze moroke wabadde onuwenda nanga 15. It was the only one. It doesn't surprise me why they were not even showing us that car. Ne twenyola moroke twenyodde ku price. Twenyodde ku price nyo. Sometimes I face a dilemma of encouraging someone to buy a cheaper car even when I know it's not special. Because the cheaper car makes more sense at that moment. But what we did, one of these days I'll show you the shocks that came out of that car because I kept them. Nentopingako ku sente zoyo nanyine unuweyo natopinzeko ku sente ze, and then I got them new shocks and springs. Okuwanike moroke eyo yabadde wansi muko. I'll share a picture of how it was. What was shock up? There is a type of shock absorbers that can be adjusted like a spanner. Ngojiwanika nedda waggulu nedda wansi accordingly. Naye kati kweyo Noah zabadde zigikola ng'eri wansi bagikola ng'erimu olusaperungi. So we had to put bigger shocks, but then I wanted those shocks. Noli betwaguze shock nabo babadde bazaagala, but me I wanted them. I don't know which car I'm going to put them on, but I kept them. I even told this gentleman mga ngenda kugatirako sente tufune shock nga zijjudde zonna zetusaamu muli kwe kujiwanika okutuuka awo yabadde wansi ddala kwe kujiwanika ogituusaawo. But also the guys that are going to buy Noahs, you're looking for SI, you need to be very vigilant okulaba kataaga ako bakataddeko obuteesi akagamba kaliko SI. Olaba nga kataaga kaliko Spark kweyo nyongeza ako someone asobola okukajjawo n'ateekawo akala. In fact akagambo spark sikaawo, izo nyukuta bazitunda bwakisekka. Kati olaba nga kali akaliko Corolla kataaga ako omuntu asobola okukajjawo n'ateekawo kyayagala. Kati in the newer, what would the equivalent of the SI is that word TZ. Oli akajjawo ka TZ bwebanga TX guje musinga okwaga nga ateekawo TX, and that happens with the newer. I've seen it multiple times. Era tuinedda, there's a gentleman we inspected the car with nga tumusanze ng'emmoroka ambatize SI bakakamuka SI nga SI nga bagimuguze milioni bazaali 3.5 kitundu. Bwe twayingira munda nalaba ku the actual SI ne yekyusa n'agula ate emmoroka ey'ebbeeyimu because of that. Eyo nnyongeza ssebo. Four-wheel drive should be for desert safaris in North Africa and Middle East. Sajja boda tebitegeera. Kimenye side mirror yange nekitambula nekigenda. Ate it's always the ones that can't even afford a decent helmet that have bad manners. I don't know why that is like that. Have you guys realized that normally it's the ugly women that have bad manners? It's the ugly men that have bad manners. It's the poor people that have bad manners. I don't know how God actually does their thing. Nti omuntu era wempisembi abeerawo bwatyo. I've seen border men that are decent. Side mirror wagikoona n'agimenya n'agiyisaako ng'agizza. Anyway, Arthur, if the car ebeera ekola ng'etandika in the morning, then normalizes when you start moving, and the radiator cap, when you open it, it blows out air, is my guts get spoiled? No. Ekola ng'otandika okulula kwe kutya. Temperature erinnya terinya. Temperature bwebanga terinya moroka terina buzibu. And also kazoba olaba moroka ne bwebeera moroka kibwe etamba. The reason why the radiator cap has a warning, do not open when still hot, is because water is at boiling point. So it will come out not because it will come out not that will come out not because the car is spoiled or the engine has overheated. It will come out because it's hot water. So don't, as long as the temperature doesn't go up, it's okay. Kennedy UK, good morning. How do I qualify for the top up from Arthur? What do you mean top up? You open it in the morning and gas. Because if it has water, it should not be giving you gas. It should not be giving you gas. Oh guys, I saw you guys have your summaries of the channels you have watched a lot. Guys, thank you very much. Most of you guys, for the love of cars, is in the top 1% of the cars that you watch. Can we do CRV Honda for project car? Yes, we can, but it will be expensive. It's going to be expensive. Olaba Honda CRV bwebanga darange ebadde ekubagana wansi okugitereza ejja kuli milioni 2. Ate nga waliwo emmoroka ezimu ng'ogitereza ku mitwalo nga 5 ana ezimu 3. So yes, we can, but it will be expensive. Ate sobola n'ogiwanika tukikola eby'amaanyi. We can. Suzuki Escudo oba Honda CRV would be good project cars. So guys, I'm going to post the account number kwemba musonda sente ez'okugula project car for the love of cars. Yamwe eriye yange nekati negenda kuba yamwe ya community. After we have worked on it, we can sell it to one of you guys. So twagamba tugenda nonya 4 million shillings. Tugenda nonya 4 million shillings tugule emoroka ya 4 million. Then bwe tumala tugikole. Then every step of the way I'll be documenting it for you nga mugiraba. So guys, I'm going to give you an account number where you can be posting that money for fundraising, yeah? 350 is okay, yes, you can get one. Naye kuba kubulako waluka kebaita ka cancel box, nako kale ka mitwalo nge5. Neka 350 you'll get a radio with a reverse camera plus installation. Amina Nima, thank you. Ne Honda ya 4 million by the way, Arthur. Nenga jeziri, zibayo. zibayeze mmoroka million nya buli mmoroka osobola okugifuna. It's the condition that katika no kalaba 4 million kabate kakana kwa kaka katuli maso nyiri kaba yaketamwa nenga 4 million gobo muguze bulungi obo mmoroka bwe kaba kafu nga kakadde kadde bakagule million emwe mu abiri teboyina makulu obwo akatuli maso ako ketaga kagula ngoma zo kubala an alternative engine that you're going to put in that car loenzo kagula nemwe okanenga tili wali. Yes, I think Lawrence, I have one. Jangu percent. Come give me money. For me, love of cars was number one. Amina Chintu Mark, thank you very much. Guys, thank you very much. I can never take you for granted. One thing you guys have to know, you have made this channel what it is. You have made the channel and Arthur as popular as he is. Mwe mumfudde chendi. Aba wano ku YouTube aba TikTok gye bali nemwe abantu ba wano ku YouTube mwe mumfudde chendi mwe mufudde channel eno cheri ate mujongerere ddala waggulu tuweze ba subscriber emitwalo 10 tuweze ba subscriber emitwalo 10. We are already the biggest car community in the country, but I want us to be bigger. I want us to be bigger so that we get bigger endorsements. Abana ba abani banywa amata ate nabagamba mama bali atandika okubanja okwanjula tandi bulungi nno nze mbabuulira tandi bulungi n'akatono mu bibiri. I want a big tent. Ayaga ziri tent z'okujooga muba mutambula muti n'alabayo decoration n'akakati ako tekanyumye bulungi. Nze ku mukolo gwange njagala kakati tuli mu kwogera ku bintu birala nnyo oleeta puresa so munnange era muleeta emirimu gya inspection mujjukire nze saagala bintu byakusonda mwe enemoroka etomedde nekuba ne airbag starlet yiyo. Let's look at it slowly. Aze n'atomera awo wansi mugiraba ekubye airbag eyabizza omupiira gw'omu maaso gw'eno side then naye ne bamutomera emabega. Oyo warawo malayika yamutomedde emabega wa boda yamutomedde era emabega buutu eweddewo endabirwamu eweddewo. So it's hard to know how that came about. Yeah, but it did happen. As I'm going to tell someone to bring you the CRV Honda to Jibale, then we start if all goes well. By March we should have completed. Later, guys. Tukubire Giovanni Mungala tuwade project car yafe so that our show comes back on the project car episodes. Zigenda koma wonga Giovanni alese CRV Honda tujikole. Ngenda kole ye moroke ebizungu. Giovanni webale nyonyonyo. Guys, the project car episode series are coming back. Yes, the project car series are coming back. Bwabali omulala ina project car later garage yo eri eyimiridde erinze naffe tukimeroni loni mugenda zijja wa Lawrence mpozi nga mwewola moroka ya for the love of cars. Giovanni Ju nalaba. You guys, have you seen Nalukola nga agamba Ju agamba Nalukola jukira Nalukola ayogera mpola ayinza Nalukola Ju Nalukola asesa aba ayogera mpola Kyagulanyi Ju after 100k subscribers loan tukima mujje mweza abantu aba subscriber banawera ne tufuna endorsement yawo mwisagala mweralikira. I got you ne kakati komite ya fenene already naye naye komite ya feyeta agokweyongera okugejja bwene yongera okugejja awo endorsement enene zijja kugira ddala nnyo. We are already the biggest car channel. So yesterday the gentleman that bought the Noah ngangamba nti Arthur, I looked for your contact, I failed to get it, and then I asked him, so how did you get it? Guys, let me tell you, we go to the about section of this channel, my number is there. I've also realized that even ChatGPT will give you my number. Just say, I want the contact number of Arthur for the love of cousin ChatGPT. The gentleman that bought the Noah showed me the chat that he had with ChatGPT. It even brought him the number. It even brought him the link to take him to where it got the number. So I've just realized for the love of cars is actually more popular than we thought. Even AI knows us. Someone actually told me that AI makes reference to us in terms of cars. So you guys have made us big. We are bigger, bigger, bigger. You're not just impacting Arthur's life. There are other people come to one about taxi right. You're also impacting other people's lives. I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 people. 4 people work directly with For the Love of Cars. Ngaboba funamu sente For the Love of Cars. Okitegeera, eh? So gwekyobomanya buli wowagira For the Love of Cars, you are not just supporting Arthur alone. There are other people that you're also supporting. Nemu mulaba kakubo ketuyitamu. No, I since then the kaka isem tugende. This, well, it was never meant for cars, this one. This was never meant for cars. But taxi guys have a way of discovering things, eh? Kana akakubo tebakakolera moroka kababigere niye abataxi bagamba mmwe mumanyi kabanguya kabasalako kuli okwetoloola eri you are defining the road. It's not me alone. You have seen how many taxis that have been there. But then nganzira bangazija nezigwao. Guys, I'm supposed to put a permit class for buses. Eh? I'm supposed to be putting a permit class for buses. Kangene malokora mu driving test. Nkakasenti okuparkinga njisobola because ewa IOV batestinga nnyo okuparkinga ne batestinga okukyuka. So I think I should do weekend when nabasinako inspection Saturday. I should go and do my practice. When back Saturday ndi busy, I think I should go ku Sunday bampemu nkolemu ka practice awo. So that then next week I start the process of putting that class. Yo njagalamu bwe namale ya bus nja kuba sisoboka mbasigambwako. When I get exile ntuke ngambaga mya me bus driver. Mvuga ne bus kitegeeza kataawo. Kati ambanyi n'okugatta mu kirasi ya trailer yebeebulamu tebakubuuza bingi nnyo era kale bwe bakutundira you are driving buses. Yeah, I was driving buses in Kampala. I drove for 4 companies, but they closed. They got bankrupt, too much taxes. So I got, oh, you're very qualified. Where do they get permits for tractors? Still, IOV. Still, there are actually companies where they only train you how to use those machines. A permit ya tractor mweri ne mu permit yo. It's there. Let me look at my permit here. The tractor permit is ngateli kokono. Tractor permit you engineering plants. Engineering plants. Yes, there are companies that train you how to do that. There's also engineering plants zagara. Jagara mirimu njara kizali kuvuga basi, kuvuga trailer. Engineering plants says sagala katika bulamu wange mumatiga naye nga nyinza okwesanga nyinofuna engineering plants because ezo nazo nja kwagala okuzivuga muko for our show wano For the Love of Cars. I would also plan on adding the Costa class as well. Eya Costa teri clear class genda bamu eringe ya bus guys munzikirize mbasibule. Let me call these people back. It's what time? It's 9. We have done a broadcast up to 9 p.m. You people ngate mungamba. Richard Luanga, Fa Lubuka, Morris Atom, Stephen Omoria, Yusuf Minaj, Lawrence Omule. Bana guys, thank you very much. Inabantu banga bajizenga bakola inspection nga done following from 2022. Thank you very much. Nene baza ne mukama okumpa grace okusobola okubanga mbaddeo. It's not easy, by the way guys. It was actually harder in the beginning. It was very hard in the beginning for me to keep the channel running. But now jetugenze nga tutambula ne inspection ezeyongera kadata ne kaba nga tekachamenya nnyo kugamba nayo manyi consistency nebaza mukama nti yansoboza okumpa amaanyi agagitwala mu maaso. Bridget Kakai, Mugambe, Starch Events, Elisa, Buyenga Ivan, Mukisa Emma Kafero, Max Suna, Kato Mohammed, Kambes je Doktari, VIP, Julia Sengo, Bariki Chikawa. Bana guys, if you call me and I promise to call you back and I don't, bambi tonyiga. Especially kana akasera the inspection e judge enkola. Mu January tugenda beera neche ya mugenda bate mukyagula mamoroka nga mulinze kulaba waliwo olutalo. I was with someone yesterday in the car. Was it the other day? And the lady was telling the husband we should get passports for the kids just in case. I'm telling you, the lady was saying we should get passports for the kids just in case. Twinza okuba wano olutalo ne lujja nga tudduka. Lucky Mose, Jim Collins, Paul Sema, Samuel Ntale, Henry Modern Jews, Akampa Alan, health expert, Umar Lim, Musime King Job, Proma Creations, John Sembata, Chitumba Solomon. Guys, Chitumba Solomon was the first guy that gave me an inspection gig. Oh, yo guy, yo. Inspection yange yasokera dala yali Chitumba Solomon. Ntugula kakosa. I don't think, did I even post it? Twagula kakosa. Our very first inspection. Chitumba, webale man. Webale. You guys that gave me the first inspections, mwebale nyo. I remember there was Solomon. There was bamwitangani oyo pastor erinnya David. Ani omulala waliwo omusawo erinnya naye David. John Sembatya, Karim Yuji, Ronald Muchwa, Murad K. Momo VIP, Kazoba Lawrence, Atenu, John Jerome, Lucky Mose, Mr. Komita Yuji VIP, Kennedy UK, Domingo Media, Musime Kim Job, Charles Sevaduko Wemitiana, Impozo Wanga Katoli Wemubende, Ricky Chika. On behalf of Kamoli people, we appreciate you get in Arthur's voice. The chairman Zach Naba Kamoli, we was enjoying. Why would you tell it's 9? Guys, it's 9. We'll do a recap of the highlights for 2025. Yes, I will. I'm going to do a recap. I think Tuja Chikola in studio. See one Omoroka, because then we'll need to also record and edit. But guys, thank you very much. I don't take you for granted. Thank you for being here since 2022 when we started the live broadcast, and some of you guys have been with the channel since 2020 when I started. Thank you very much. There has been I have changed. Guys, I have had changes drastically. I started the channel, I was small. I think even my head was smaller, right? Even me, I was small. Then nali munene mukubanga kubamu kuchuma nengera nali mutono compared to what I am now. Kubaka tinewe enko gasobola kwenkana bwe nali nenkana luli. Okitegeera. The quality has gone through transformations that now we are actually using, which obomanya me I reinvest a lot. We first bought the other microphone bwe mwagoba, then I imported this set 2 times. Akamukabula n'okubula baba akabba. Akamukabula. Then now we are using the DJIs. Now we are using the DJIs, and in terms of cameras, of course we started with Samsung. We have gone on to Zimbia Studio Yafe. We have worked on a project car. We have done hundreds of live broadcasts. We have done hundreds of inspections. We have done thousands of TikTok videos, because mweba guy, just one thing chemwino okumanya nti bane munebalizeko Emma Kafeero Mukisa oyo guy mumulaba. When I had just started doing the live broadcasts here, ngenaku ezimu mba sirina maanyi ge mazima. Omanyinga you can come to the now sigwa mmanye bwemba ku broadcast bantu batano nze nchikuba naye lulinga nakatandika when you have just started, sometimes you do a broadcast nga kuliko abantu batano gwamu amaanyi. I would lose the morale nengambo benchankole oboli awo nga Emma kubira ku WhatsApp ngagamba Arthur tukulinze ku broadcast. I am telling you Emma yankubira emirundi mingi mumunebalizeeko. Guys, one thing you guys need to understand is if you don't have someone encouraging you, it's very easy for you to give up. Very, very easy for you to give up. Nebo obeda n'abantu abakukiriza mani omulala yankubiranga awo. Joshua, yes, Lucky Mose, ni Lucky Mose yaliwo. Joshua nga people omanyi Uganda, you can never be too careful. Joshua yankubiranga kumpa caution. Oboli awo Joshua nakubiraga Arthur oyo gayo oyo mwegendereze. Arthur nalabye okola kino ekyo tokikola. Joshua yakubanga simu okitegeera. So guys, one thing I know, nze mwensanga omuntu ngagamba ali self made, there is no one that is self made. You have been helped at a certain point. Omuntu ayinza okubati yajja nakuwa sente mbuntu, but you guys have made this channel what it is. I can never take you for granted. I know sometimes oyinza okujja okola inspection nange ng'obaddewo from the beginning, no ndaba nogane Arthur mbanzijjukira, but man, I have to be cool. Ukitegeera nyina okuba cool nange, otherwise bwe siba cool. Nenga bana guys, thank you very much. You have kept this channel going, and for the guys that never miss bagagga banange abagagga balinga chairman zaka bata missing a broadcast mwebale nnyo. Nebe mbadde nangira kubanze nangiramu ate era njogeramu ko wano. See, I think that's a quality that is either bad or good. Waliwo yanza lukukalwa akwogera mazima ningamba gwamanyi okitegeera sometimes oba owonye. But you guys, I am happy with you. Nti mujja lwakuba abamu tumala okukola inspection nga you disappear. Why do you disappear? Of course there are people here like Lawrence, like Lucky Mose. Tumala okukola inspection emusigala nga mukomawo ate ne mutadduka. Paul Sema okitegeera emusigala nga mukomeewo tukuze community ekulenga mugiraba muti nga mukale twaliwaawo nga tuba subscriber 5 twaliwo nga tuba subscriber 10 katugenda mitwalo 3. Guys, but thank you very much for being part of this broadcast. In Kampala bencha mu question Friday temwirabira tulina ekimeza. I'm going to sit my team ndabe mugenyi kigwe batuleetera olunaku lwencha, but the broadcast, the chimeza is going to be better. We have DJ eyes. I should buy others mbere ne set zino bbiri. That's how spoiled I am. Mama bani olumu antunulira bwa nenga talina kyakungamba. Nze I buy things for the channel. I buy things. Ne carpet zange zazize tomorrow. I'll show you a sample of the carpets that I bought for my car, so that if you guys want njabaletako ko yo guy na ina mu inspecting ile moro kira kyavuga. I inspected the car for him, and they do shipping from China. Ne kakati ali China, yagenze China era kubiranga ali China. Nakugamba Arthur pozi wantu muyekika ngendeyo mu dduuka n'agenda kubiranga ali n'omu China n'akulaga nga bwabubu omubuuza naye bwabuuza omu China paka bwafuna kyoyagala. Network amuna yote tulina nnyo control over the network, nenga at least sound yetu amusortinze yajja kubeera mulungi nnyo mbutuufu. Banebaze era nawe webale kujjukira abasinga tebazeserabira. Guys, I don't forget. Nzijukira n'omukazi mbakayimbira bwe nali mbakayimbira when I was 16 years old. Mukazi bamuyita Namakula yampa nusu 10. That night nebaka backstage nga manyi tugenda sura tukola rehearsal kusanga mukaga kitundu batuzuukusa. Arthur tugenda ka, you can imagine nga tukola Pride Theatre nga mbeera mutundwe naye olukumi lwange balumpandula nnyo nenga tulina kyogenda kulinnya kusaba mukaga ekiro n'entambula n'engenda n'empiteyo kuleerwe paka we natuuka ewaka. Ebiseera bya butayimba baali tebaliiwo bangi, ababbi baabanga batono. But me, I don't forget, guys. I can never forget. abantu ababeeranga unenga kamba subule nkubiro no musajja simu. I might actually have an inspection today. I'll keep you posted. May the good Lord bless you guys. Ciao.